Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Tulsa Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Y'all want to hear something really crazy? The Department of Justice and the U.S. Attorney General, Christian Clark, have announced that they are going to be conducting a review into the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre that happened in Oklahoma over 100 years ago. Now, they're going to enact the Emmett Till Unsolved Civil Rights Act of 1968, basically saying, okay, well, we're going to go back and try to solve some of these racial violence cases, right? And so they said that there's been over 100 cases that they have looked into, and they have brought some of those people to justice, including that of the Klansmen that bombed the church there in Alabama and killed the 4 little girls. Now, they were brought up to justice in the early 2000s. Now, I would imagine they were pretty old at that point, right? But anyway, let's get back to Tulsa, Oklahoma, where they say they want to look into it, although they did also admit that they might have a hard time using that law because that 1968 law really doesn't stretch back beyond that. So it's like, what are we doing here, right? But anyway, they said also that, yeah, those people that are responsible for what happened in Tulsa are probably no longer here either, which, come on, you know that they're not. But what did those people do? They murdered over 300 people, and some people said it was way more than that. They destroyed 1,200 homes. They even interned those Black people into camps while the National Guard deputized that white mob, and they went in there and they did more damage to those to that town, rather, Black Wall Street. They burned up all those houses, murdered those people, and a whole host of other things. And you know why they did it? Because a white woman said she had something done to her by a Black man there in that town, which was deemed to be a lie. And they knew it was a lie. In fact, they said that lady was a little loosey-goosey, but they knew it. But yet that white mob was peering into Black Wall Street with jealousy, with green eyes, because they wanted what the Black people had. They saw them thriving and moving about without them, and they just couldn't stand it. So they used that to go in there and do what they did. And the United States government was complicit, because in fact, they said there was witnesses that said they saw bombs being dropped from airplanes. And they said it was the United States government that did it. In fact, they said it was the first time that the United States government used bombs on their own people. The second time, I think, was in 1985 during the MOVE organization, if you will, in Philadelphia. And that was Black people as well. So the United States government don't have no problem neutralizing Black people with bombs. But let's go back to this. So there's 2 survivors. One is 110 and one is 109. And they said, well, it only took 103 years for them to do this. But what good is it? Because they keep telling those survivors, no, you ain't getting no money. Because the survivors and their descendants want reparations. And they keep being told no by every court in the land there, especially in Oklahoma. So you want to do the study, you just wasting taxpayers' money. What to say, okay, well, we found that, the white mob was complicit, the end. Can't nobody do nothing with that. What you're doing is reviewing something everybody already knows. Duh. So stop playing with Black people, specifically those Black survivors who God knows how long they're going to be here. They're in their, upper, 100s, and you're playing with them. So anyway, whatever this study will do, it's a waste of time. But y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube.